What I love about the film is that it's a really fun story that within it has all these other different things going on, and you can see this sort of descent of this thing and the ascent of another, whether it's English power to American power or stage theatre acting to method acting. Those are things that are kind of break down thematic things that are going on, but at the end of it, it's just a cracking good story. I'm playing Vivian Lee, thankfully at 43, not 23. Um, Vivian at that time, to me, she was always a fascinating actress. She was an iconic figure of her time. And where we encounter her in the film, her style of acting, that era of acting, is definitely on the fade. And she's a woman who has gone through her mental health problems. She's been institutionalized. She's had a horrific time with Larry. And we see this schism start between the two of them, where he is going to adopt and move on as an actor and take on the method acting. And so for me, the film hits at this certain point that's really interesting, where Vivian is kind of finished. And I think what's painful about it is also kind of recognizes it as she sees Marilyn come up. What impressed me about Michelle finding Marilyn is the high notes. Because Michelle, I think for me as a person, and I think what we know from Blue Valentine and other work that she's done, is a very grounded, emotional person and being. And so her natural resting place doesn't feel as highly pitched as Marilyn. Yet there's something about the territory of the mental health issues, this of Marilyn's past that we then learn about, that gives somebody that disassociative tendency, that tendency to pop off. It's like all of that stuff is too painful. So you're way up here, you're up here in your voice, you're up here in your head, you're bubbly and perky and champagne bubbles. And her moments when she hit that and knocked it out the park were the moments that were eerily spooky. And I think that Michelle is somebody who has an understanding of the emotional stuff that can pop off into the lightness, pop her up, shoot her up there. Ken Branagh, who I have watched since pre-drama school, gone through drama school, came out of drama school wanting his same agent as him, followed his career, finally got to work with him. And he was, and most of my scenes were with him, and he was just an absolute delight to work with. And in particular to work with him on this, because as I said, a lot of actors find their characters. It's kind of a bit of a cliche, but they say they find their character through their shoes, the costume. And he just walked in his own shoes as Olivier, because he has had this career where it feels as if he's broken down Olivier's career and said, I'm going to try and do the same thing. I'm going to be the actor, I'm going to be doing Shakespeare, I'm going to be doing Henry V, then I'm going to turn it into a film, I'm going to be the actor manager, and I'm going to take it up, up, up and up. And that seems to me not only what he's done, but what he's continuing to do. And so his portrayal just felt, it was unusual because it was so solid and it was so grounded, and he was so able to deliver it that he was able to be very light and frothy at the same time as getting the emotion in it. And it was just a total joy to watch, see, work with, and occasionally work alongside.